Hi, I'm Vikram Gore and you're watching MotorScribes. Today on the show, we've got this hot orange mid-size SUV by the name of MG Astor. That's right. This is the Astor. It's coming out in the market soon and we've been driving it around all day here at the Budh International Circuit. Why do we have an SUV on the circuit? I will get to that in a bit, but it has to do with testing some serious amount of features that this thing is packed with. In terms of design, the Astor looks stunning. It's proportionate, it's got the right stance, great character lines, nice edges to it, and overall, I have to say that MG has executed a design that's really going to bring out the premium appeal of this car. So, starting off with the grille, that is something that is obviously a highlight with the Astor. That look of a space sort of exploding, like stars sort of moving out, and it looks stunning in photographs and videos. In real life, it really looks stunning. The other touch is the headlights. I love that little Z shape on the lights, the DRLs, which is carried over to the rear, by the way. So you see it in the tail light as well. So overall, a great stance. It looks sporty, it looks premium, and MG has ticked all the right boxes in terms of quality as well. You don't have any gaps. It's got great shut lines, and that's something that's really worth talking about. The premium appeal of the MG Astor carries over to the cabin as well. It's got fine materials, brilliant shut lines, and the cool thing is that MG has really played it up with a nice stitch on the dash, soft touch on the dash. You know, all of these elements really bring out the fact that this car is batting for a segment above where it's going to be positioned. I like the two-tone look. You have multiple choices in terms of upholstery as well on the Astor. So if the red and black is not your thing, you do have an option for an all black as well as a tan colored one as well. And overall, it's got a great fit, finish, and nice touches to it. I like the fact that all the buttons feel great, the knobs feel premium, even your door handles, everything, they all come across as something that MG has put a lot of work into to ensure that the Astor carries that premium tag to the top. The Astor is a 5-seater and the people up front have no reason to complain. While MG does claim that the Astor in terms of size is a little larger than the Creta, the cabin does feel a little more compact compared to the Hyundai Creta. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you do feel it a little more in the rear. For tall people, you might find that your knees do touch the front seat, but I think when you look at the average Indian height sort of person, they're going to be very comfortable inside the Astor. In terms of your infotainment and driver information systems, the Astor comes with a nice large infotainment touchscreen, something that's a standard on all MG products. In the Astor, it looks even better integrated than what you've seen on the Hector, and it's really nice. It works well, it's smooth, and you can control a series of functions through it, from your AC, your music, navigation. MG is also tied up with Jio Saavn, so you can get podcasts playing or listen to your favorite tunes through that. And you also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto available for your needs. With the digital information cluster, that's very cool. I think it looks really upmarket, it looks futuristic, and there is a number of features that you can go through over there as well. MG has given you steering mounted controls to make life easy for you to scroll through what you need. And yeah, overall convenient, easy to use, and very, very premium. The highlight on the MG Astor has to be the personal AI assistant. Those two blinking lights on the dash that you might have seen in the video so far, yes, that's that little unit that talks back to you. It's an AI interface where you can ask it to tell you a joke. Some of them are corny, but they do put a smile on your face, and that's what you're looking for. More importantly, you can do in-car controls with it. You can just say, "Hello, Astor, open the sunroof," and sure enough, your sunroof opens. You can tell Astor to close the sunroof, and you can ask Astor to do various other in-car commands as well. It's linked to Wikipedia, which is there for you to sort of look up any additional information that you might need while you're out on your trip. And it's got a whole bunch of emojis, so it's kind of cool. It's like it's almost alive and you can talk to your car. So we are moving in a bold new direction with this, and definitely a highlight feature on the Astor that a lot of people are going to like. I know kids are going to love it. But the good thing is, so it's not a complete distraction. You have a sleep mode. You can ask Astor to go to sleep. The other big thing about the MG Astor is that it's bringing in autonomous level 2 driving systems in this segment. And with that, we see that we get lane keep assist, lane departure warning, and a series of other functions that are both camera and radar based. So the Astor is loaded with, I believe, 6 cameras and 5 radars, front and back, which help you with numerous functions, including a rather cool reverse function where the radars can actually sense if something is going to cross your path as you're backing out of a parking lot and immediately alert you with a loud beep and tell you that something is there behind you and you can avoid a collision. So the lane keep assist function is rather cool because you can drive around, it can read both the lanes, and technically, if you let go of your hands, the Astor keeps it in the center and automatically controls it. But being autonomous level 2, you are also requested to keep your hands on the steering at all times. We're not there just yet as human beings, as a race. So let's keep it safe. But it is a rather cool function that helps you stay safe, and in case your car does veer off, it will bring you back in. So a great touch. And you also have adaptive cruise control, which again, you can set it from 30 kilometers onwards, and that's just to set it. And once it's on, it will respond to traffic movement. It can come to a complete halt. It can do all of that. So very cool and really nice touches, a lot of tech on board. And that really brings out the fact that MG is looking at not just being a player in the mid-size SUV segment, but bringing in features that will really blow your mind, and it's something that you don't see on the other cars in this segment. So that's definitely a big thumbs up for MG. When it comes to the engine options on the MG Astor, you've got 2 choices. You've got the VTI Tech 1.5 liter unit that delivers 110 PS of power and 144 Newton meters of torque. This version you can get as a 5-speed manual transmission, or you can get it with a CVT. The one that we're driving, however, is the more upmarket turbo version, and this comes with a 1349cc engine, which is technically a 1.4 liter engine. And it's made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. It delivers 140 PS of power and 220 Newton meters of torque. So if you're looking for the one that gives you a lot more pep, this is the version you want to get. The 6-speed automatic is nice and smooth and refined. You don't really feel the gear shifts as much, but it is a torque converter unit, so you know that a little bit of that is going to be there. Overall, a smooth, refined drive. That's great. It handles really well. We've been tossing it around on the track, and body roll, all of that is at a minimum. You know that MG's done a brilliant job with the suspension setup. So what you get is a car that drives real nice, it's comfortable, it does the job just right. It's not an all-out performance machine, but it's smooth, linear, and when you're looking at something that's all about being premium, I guess that's what you want. And topping it off is all the features on board. Of course, the one that grabs your eyeballs the most are the 2 electronic blinking eyes that look back at you from the dash, the AI assistant. This is a vehicle that MG has a lot riding on. Being a mid-size SUV offering means that MG is really going in for a serious chunk of the pie. We already have big players out there like the Hyundai Creta, the Kia Seltos, and now the upcoming Volkswagen Taygun, as well as the Skoda Kushaq. These are all the players that already exist in this market, and MG is looking at getting a part of that premium pie. With the features on board, I don't think it's a very tall order for them to really get the numbers they're looking for. Of course, the pricing has to be right, but MG has not disappointed us on that one bit with all their other products. So we expect the Astor to come out and surprise us all. Thank you for watching MotorScribes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.